My neighbor was saying he can't pay his water bill. I sent him a get well soon card. Off to a great start. Your head, plus my lap, plus I care about you, plus I'm petting your hair, plus you're purring, plus you're loved, plus you're cared for, plus you're happy and warm, plus ratioed. How could it have gone wrong? My approach was data-driven and trauma-informed. Maybe the solution is more trauma? Eating some worms. Wait, what's the best before date on these worms? Holds one up to my ears and he whispers, 1935. Aw, man, I'm gonna get sick. Continues eating worms. Hey guys, I made the Tumblr default profile pictures, but they're looking directly at you. Oh, I feel a little intimidated. Behold, this octopus candle holder that my sister made in a pottery studio. Tell your sister good fucking job, guy. Damn. Never, ever eat raw white onion and then smoke cigarette. Gnomes beat the shit out of you again? The gnomes beat the shit out of me again.
People are reblogging your post. One person reblogged your post.
Yeah, you could say I'm doing numbers on Tumblr. And then numbers. 1. 1. Patient has an insulin pimp? Pretty sure that's the opposite of a sugar daddy. Woke up this morning, rolled over, and very confidently tried to blow out my alarm clock like a candle. Absolutely no precedent for that. Ebenezer in 1742 wakes up at the start as for some reason he has put out his guttering candle by slapping it atop the palm of his hand. His hand is burnt and his nightgown and caps are spattered with hot wax. Fascinated by this perceived necessity of equivalent exchange. Sometimes I think it's funny when a fan base takes a character and is like, oh my god, they're so pained and traumatized. They're suffering deep, deep emotional wounds. As like a universal thing everyone agrees on. Meanwhile, in canon, they're literally just hanging out. Who is Tsukasa Tenma? Today I learned that tomatoes possess the genes to produce capsaicinoids, but they are not expressed. Recently, researchers discovered a technique to turn on the translation of those genes and then grew spicy tomatoes. The tomatoes chose nonviolence, but those researchers just had to push them. Hold on, the British version of dollar store is called Poundland? Help! What's so funny about Poundland? He owns a second store, you know. A place where you get your aggressions out by destroying things. It's called Smash City. These teenagers and their dog are trying to ruin our money laundering business. No, Tony, put the gun down. We're doing this the old-fashioned way. We're gonna dress up as monsters and scare them. 0% of the time. Works every time. You know, statistically, if Mystery Inc. are the only group doing this, they can't be everywhere a crime like this is happening. So there's probably a fair amount of instances of this succeeding. You know, I never thought about that. Behold, the Dove Key, a.k.a. the Little Alk, family, Alcidae, order, Geradriformes, Iceland. Don't you just love my pronunciation of shit? I am so pleased to report that in addition to being absolutely shaped, these guys are also very, very sized. Oh my god, look at him, that's a barb! You procrastinate showering. I shower to procrastinate. We are not the same. Well, I didn't want to bother you. Have you considered that this is how your presence feels? Can't wait for that one person in the comments to write out, well, I have a massive allergy to pollen, so maybe I am a bother to your existence. Like, homie, just be loved. I can't wait for when ChatGPT and AI image generation also crashes and each prompt costs $50 an attempt. Oh, you can't get your stolen Big T anime Ghibli art for free anymore? You want to buy real big boy art from real artists now?
Beg for it. Beg for it like a dog.
Every day should be like I wake up and my first thought is a beautiful idea of a fun and new activity and I spend my day accomplishing it. You want to live like Phineas and Ferb. I do want to live like them, like so bad. Maybe I also just want Bowling for Soup to create a theme song about my life. That'd be nice. Have I told you guys I like Guilty Gear? My favorite character is Testament, by the way. Hello there. Holy shit, Testament, Guilty Gear! Hey, Satan official. I'm setting up a date with you and God official.
I don't give consent to this.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, careful. I heard this person fetishizes skinny people.
Oh, God.
We here at PM Seymour and Nitro Brew Studios would like to address that this is a joke, and that majority of the posts here should not be taken so seriously. And please, for the love of God, hell above us fandom, please put down the bat, please put it down, please put it down. I just drove my uncle and myself to the hardware store, and he said to me, Molly, I want you to know that being Catholic doesn't change anything. If you someday get married, your wife will be welcome in this family. And don't ever think otherwise.
That was really nice, but I'm not gay? That was so hard. Spoiler alert, 2012 me. You're super freaking gay.
Oh, look at them. They squash.
So my iPod does this fucking Genius Factory thing where it forgets which artwork goes with which album and it makes guesses. Because it's pretty sure I won't notice. Needless to say, I noticed. The most 2014 post possible. Dentist will splash some water in your mouth and you think, oh, a nice drink of water, I was parched, just for them to suck it back out with their wretched little tube. Disingenuous behavior. I forgot to post this, but which one of you lame-ass nerds works in my dentist's old office? Nothing quite like seeing a professor at my college with Tumblr posts on the bulletin board outside their office. Oh boy. Guys, if you ever see any of my posts posted on your campus, university, or in someone's office, please let me know. I want to see. What a beautiful man, but he could be beautifuler. Gods, cover that man in blood. It will amuse me.
Big fan of creatures that are both divine and mechanical. There's some kind of connection to be made between angels and robots, but I can't make it. Someone else make this post for me?
Something about humanity from opposite directions, something about being created to be a perfect servant of your creator, and what happens if you're less and more than that. Something about assuming a form the mortals are comfortable with. Something about how science fiction grows up from the floor and fantasy comes down from the ceiling. We both think so good that we don't know how it works and we can't control it. It's a common idea in both fantasy and SF.
Would that make a robot angel high fantasy?
And Minecraft, I can't remember where I put anything ASMR.
You sleeping yet?
You're a good dog.